What's happening, everybody? My friends, I hope you're having a wonderful day, wonderful evening. So I want to look at the gas prices and see what the heck's going on. Why is everything um, go up in price like all of a sudden? Um, on so this is the on the 28th of February. The U.S. and Israel struck some targets in Iran, and that kind of ruffled some feathers, so to speak, and kind of did a lot of, like obviously there was significant damage for some leaders in Iran. They have retaliated in various ways on Israel and American military bases in the region, and they've also decided. Right, they decided to close the Strait of Hormuz. Strait of Hormuz is not this again. All right, this here is the Strait of Hormuz, and this up here is Iran. This is Oman, Dubai. This is United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Bahrain, United Arab Emirates, and then you also got Saudi Arabia over here. And so what happened was there's this right here is kind of a spot. So this is the Persian Gulf right here, and then this is the Gulf of Oman over here, and then zoom out a bit and you get Arabian Sea, and you go anywhere in the world. Now, in this region here is where you have about, I'm getting reports of 20, anywhere from 20% or a fifth to a quarter of the world's oil supply starts in this region here, in the Persian Gulf, and it is taken by ships, and the ships go through this strait, and the Strait of Hormuz, and then they go through here, and they go over this way, and then they go on their merry way to wherever they want to, Asia, and any like anywhere they want to go, anywhere anybody who purchases the oil, could be anywhere in the world, India, Asia, other parts of the, it could be anywhere in the world. So we got, somehow I've got this like thing there that's going, anyway, don't know what's causing that. So we anyway, so this is what the ships, the situation is right now. Basically have, see right here's the Strait of Hormuz, and you don't have any ships going through. You have ships that are kind of stuck here, and ships that are over here. There are a few ships over here, a whole bunch of ships over here, and the kind of in that area. There aren't any ships going over here. And this is where the ships25.com. It kind of tracks these ships. And see if we got ships over here as well. Loading vessels. So there's vessels all throughout, in this region here. There's vessels over here, and there's quite a few vessels over here. But I haven't seen any vessels. I've kind of been paying attention to this last day or so, and there haven't been any vessels going through here. And so that's kind of where there's a high risk for people that are in any any vessels that are trying to get through there. And so what that's done, and that kind of started with the, it's kind of part of the ongoing war. And so in the United States, we got the oil. Oil has gone from, we'll look at the 1 month. So on 227.67, and now we're at 70, close to about 77. And so clearly we have, quite the jump in a matter of a few days. 74 on 3.2, and then up to 76 or 77 on 3.3. So that's what's going on there. We have this kind of got. I don't know why we got that. Anyway, yeah. So there's Kuwait there. Then we got. Then Iran is this whole area here. Bahrain, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, and Oman. Oman is also right up here. And then this area here is only I've gotten reports where 30 miles from there to there, 39 miles there to there. So it's not a lot of it's kind of a not a big area. It's to get through. And so anyhow, I just thought I'd share with the there's a ship here. See what this person's doing. Anchored. Get some more details on this ship here. Epic. It's a tanker. Three days overdue from its scheduled arrival. Departed Karachi, Pakistan. Let's look at another ship. This is a cargo ship. Two days overdue from its scheduled arrival. And it's just sitting there. Let's look at another ship. Another vessel. So this ship is, or this vessel, no, it looks like one's going that, not going through the strait. Look at another one. So this is also, this is another one that was vessel departed 8 days ago, and unknown in 17 will arrive in unknown 17 minutes. Some don't have much information. I'm learning on this Ships 25 app. It's interesting. You can learn with me. Yeah, yeah. But you know what I'm seeing is that there's just not any traffic going this way. Any you know, there's a lot of ships here, a lot of vessels here, a few vessels there, and there's nothing going. Um, Nothing going anywhere through that strait, and so that's why we're dealing with um, these prices. You know, like it just went up quite a bit in a matter of 1 week. You know, the oil prices, 67 to 77, went up over 10% in less than a week. And gas prices have similarly, the average gas price in the United States has gone from about 2.93 on 3.1 to 3.24 on 3.4. So that's about a 10% jump right there in a matter of 2 days, 2 or 3 days. So anyway, that's what we're looking at. Yeah. You know, it'll be you know, it'll be interesting to see how long it's gonna, you know, this it's gonna be blocked, or the ships aren't gonna go through. You know, I know President Trump has talked about the United States Navy assisting, and you know, the United States helping with insurance, because I think insurance is another thing. There's been threats of sinking the ships that go through, and so this affects everybody in the world. You know, with oil prices, because if you have this type of disruption for, you know, a fifth or a quarter of the oil supply in the world, is going to affect the markets quite a bit. And so we had, you know, we saw, you know, today the markets recovered, but we've had kind of like up and down on Monday, or down quite a bit, or down a bit, and then some recovery. On Tuesday, we had quite a bit of sell-off in the markets on 3.3, and then now we got 3.4, and we got had a good day in the markets then. But you know, we still have this to deal with here, and so we'll just, I don't know, just keep monitoring, see what's going on the Strait of Hormuz, and go from there. Yeah, that's all I got. Just wanted to share that. Hope you have a wonderful day.